Okay, let's get down to business here. We all know it is a beautiful thing seeing the USF Bulls ranked inside the top 20 heading into this weekend. I mean, they seemingly did the impossible last week, upsetting those Gators in the swamp. Now, the big question, can they find victory again this weekend playing another interstate rival? Yep, you know them, the fifth-ranked Miami Hurricanes.
Back by popular demand, our buddy Jim Lighthall, legendary USF Bulls broadcaster, been with the football program since its inception, all 29 years. So good to see you, Jim.
Great to see you guys again. I appreciate you having me back.
Hey, you said this is going to be a tough one in the swamp, and it happened. The seemingly impossible happened. What was that like?
Came right down to the wire, obviously, the final play of the game, the 20-yard field goal by Nico Gramatica. We had no reservations that he wasn't going to make the field goal. He took care of business. What an amazing night. The atmosphere, the groundswell that USF had all week long about can they do this? Can they finally go to Gainesville and win a game? And now all of a sudden, guys, they are the darling of college football.
That they are. Right. Can they do it again? Let's move forward. I mean, you've got Carson Beck down there. You've got a strong offense when it comes to the Miami Hurricanes, and also their line, both sides of the ball, strong. How important is the game in the trenches? What needs to happen, of course, to be able to get another victory and keep this momentum going?
Well, first of all, let me say this. I feel selfish asking them to do it again because they've beaten Boise, a ranked team. Then they go to Gainesville and beat Florida. Now you're asking them to beat a top 5 Miami team, which a lot of people say they can't do.
They're a good
but then
team.
Again, they said they couldn't beat Florida. They couldn't beat Boise. So let's get down to the questions. This game's going to be won in the trenches. I know that's kind of a cliche, but the weather's supposed to be bad on Saturday, supposed to be some rain, some lightning, which means it might slow the track down a little bit. And we'll find out whether or not this offensive line can hold up against what is a really talented Miami defensive line. They've got a couple of NFL future draft picks on that line. And here's the thing, Florida had a very talented line as well, and they only gave up 1 sack to that bunch. So give some credit to the USF line, which again is still patched together a little bit, but they've been holding up well.
Well, let's do a little off the field talk.
Okay.
I love this, that the team is getting so much attention, and it reminds you, when this happens, we get all the national coverage, and then we learn all these stories that maybe have been out there, but they're just not in your face like they are now. Like the fact that we wouldn't have gotten Coach Golish had it not been possibly for Deion Primetime Sanders saying no to this job, and look how well it's turned out. And the fact that the school, I should say the players, are doing so well. Their GPA is up. Their GPAs are up. They're able to not have parking tickets on campus when they go to practice and park their car. I mean, all these things that are helping the culture of the team, and he's at the forefront of that.
Yeah, it's funny when you look back at that and you think, oh, we didn't get Deion Sanders. What are we going to do? Things happen for a reason. You know, that didn't happen for a reason because maybe it was Alex Golish's destiny to have this job and to succeed in this job. They are the darling of college football. And to your point, Roxanne, I just found out yesterday that Alex Golish has 11 national media engagements this week. So everybody wants a piece of the Bulls, which is great. I like that. You want the story to be out there. But what makes me feel good, and you guys know this, Roxanne especially, is that there's so many stories with this program over the 29 years, and some of them have been buried for the last 7 or 8 years because of their football record. And now we're talking about what they did in 07, what they did in 08 and 2010, and their inception in 1997, and the meteoric rise. People look at this team and say they came out of nowhere. Well, they really didn't. They've been doing this for a long time. It just hasn't happened for the last 7 or 8 years.
You know, and it's so fun to be able to talk about the victories. I mean, we were talking about, of course, the new stadium the last time you were in. So I feel like we've got some good things we're highlighting from the past. We're looking at the good things in the future. What needs to happen to get it done as we get ready to share how people can, of course, listen to you and enjoy the game from your point of view, which I had a ball doing up at the Swamp, by the way.
Appreciate that. Our pregame will start at 3:30 on Saturday. We also have a pre-recorded pregame for an hour before that, which we just recorded last night. And we kind of get this out for the fans to listen for a couple days because not everyone can sit down and listen right at game time.
That's a good
then
point.
Then we have a live pregame that starts at 3:30 in the afternoon, and we'll break everything down for you at that time. Listen, they've got to control Miami's defensive line. They have to get to Carson Beck. This guy has been dynamite in his career, 26-3, best record for a starting quarterback. actively in college football. They have to get to him. They have to get in his face.
Jim, you're dynamite. You're the best.
But you know what? USF, the only team that has beaten 2 ranked opponents so far this season.
No
So
one else has done
can
it.
be done.
And you know what? That means they can do 3 as well. Let's do it.
Yep.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys.